Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Steve. Today we will be making egg rolls. This is a family secret that has been shared from generation to generation, and I'll be sharing the secret with you, and hopefully you will make them and enjoy them as much as we have with our friends and family. To start, we will use a cabbage, quarter the cabbage, take out the core, and then using a food processor or cutting it with a knife, you can shred the cabbage down until it's fine. Once you have the shredded cabbage, we liberally add salt to it. The salt does a number of different things. One, it flavors the cabbage, and the other is it draws out the moisture from the cabbage. What this will do is when you're cooking the egg rolls won't shrink, and they will stay plump and juicy. So that is really the big secret in making egg rolls. So to start, we will take our cabbage, which we have squeezed the water out, and it looks like this. It looks like cooked cabbage at this point. We add that to our mixing bowl, and then we add equal parts of pork to the cabbage. If you don't have ground pork, you could always use ground chicken or ground turkey. And today we'll be making two types of egg rolls. The first one is an open-ended egg roll. This is not similar to the types of spring rolls that we find in the U.S. This is more of a Canadian Chinese restaurant item. When you cook the egg rolls that way, the ends are exposed and it actually chars, and it adds a nice charred flavor to the egg roll, which I particularly like. The other type of egg roll that we can make is a closed-ended egg roll. It uses less of the filling, but for those who don't like the char, we can do that as well. So next what we'll do is we'll add an egg to it. It wouldn't be an egg roll without the egg. And then we add a little bit of white pepper, ground white pepper, some soy sauce to taste, not too much, and then a few drops of sesame oil. The sesame oil is very strong, so a few drops is enough. Next thing we'll do is, I've already washed my hands before we start this. We'll use the best mixing utensil that I have, which are my hands, and we'll combine this until it is mixed thoroughly, the cabbage and the pork. And there we have it. Our filling for the egg roll. Next step, time to roll the egg rolls. So we have our mixture that we just prepared here, which is the combination of pork and cabbage. And what you will also need is you will need these egg roll covers. And so this is a package of egg roll covers. It is slightly thicker than wonton covers, and it's bigger than a wonton cover. It is about 4 inches by 5 inches. And what we also will need is we will need some egg wash. So this is just a combination of 1 egg with equal parts of water that we've mixed up. This will be used to close the egg roll once we have it wrapped up. So I tend to use a ice cream scooper. I have two types here. One is bigger than the other. The bigger one will be for the open-end egg roll, and the smaller one will be used for the closed-end egg roll. So in order to start, we will take some egg wash, and we will cover up about 1/3 of the top. This is where we're going to roll it onto. And we will use the ice cream scooper. Get a full amount of mixture in here. And we're just going to make it look like a bit of a sausage here. Okay. You can do a number of these, and then then the next step is really to roll it, squeezing down, applying a little bit of pressure so that it looks equal, and then we close it up, and there we have it. We have a perfectly closed egg roll. Tap in the ends, and there we have it. We have our egg roll ready to deep fry. For the closed-ended egg roll, we need not only to close the top, but we also need to close the sides. So what we'll do is we'll put some egg wash on all 4 sides. We'll use the smaller scoop because, as I mentioned earlier, it does require less filling. And we'll put that in the center. And the first step is really to roll it So it closes like this. So we have it like this, it's closed. And then we squeeze the ends together like this. So it uses less filling, and when you deep fry it, the ends won't be charred. But this is something that you see more traditionally when you find the frozen food section in your grocery store. And these are the open-ended ones. So there you have it. Closed end, open end. Now it's time to deep fry. What we have here is I have my wok, and I have canola oil in there. You could use peanut oil if you like, something with a high burning point. What we're going to do is we're going to raise the temperature up to about 350. One way to test that would be to use a chopstick, a wooden chopstick. If you stick it in, you'll see that it starts to, bubbles start to appear at the end of the chopstick. This is basically the water releasing from the chopstick and telling you that the oil is ready. Or if you want to be more precise, you could use a thermometer. So for the prepared egg rolls that we have, we gently put those into the oil and they start to deep fry, and we wait until we get golden brown goodness. They're nice golden brown, they're flowing to the top, there's no shrinkage, we get a nice solid egg roll here. I'll turn off the heat, I'll drain them a little bit, and we'll put them onto a towel so we can drain some of the oil. And there you have it. These are the charred end ones. So that's what I'm talking about. That's really flavorful. So now all you have to do is to dip this in your favorite plum sauce, and you're ready to eat. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Steve and our secret egg roll recipe. I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. Thank you.